Alrighty, welcome to episode 42 of the Consistent Genius Podcast. I'm here with Nathan Morabeto and Matthew Morabeto.
What up?
What's going on?
Not been here since episode 12, but you're back again.
Fan favorite.
And I was talking with some dudes about you, Billy Strong, and Swick coming on for the 1 year episode 52.
Damn, might have to.
Because you three, you're probably the most pivotal. So
For sure.
I'll have to get that done.
Yeah, definitely a fan favorite here. Most views still.
Yeah, I think so. Probably, and especially overall because you have three episodes.
Yeah, I got a couple thousand views.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I think fan favorites like you, Jeremiah. He's funny. Matt, Vic is hilarious. Nathan, you know Vic?
I met him at one of the graduation parties. Yeah,
he's such a beast.
Clown.
Is he at school now?
Yeah, he's going to ASU, right?
Or he's going somewhere down in Southern Alabama.
South Alabama.
Yeah,
Southern Alabama.
Yeah,
he's going to play baseball. I don't think he's playing baseball anymore.
He's not playing baseball there? Huh. Well, he'll be getting the bitches, He'll be busy.
He's always busy.
He is always busy. All right, so we're going to hop right in. Nathan, you turned 21 a few weeks ago.
I did.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You went to Vegas to celebrate.
I did. I went to Vegas with my dad, your dad, and your cousin, Hunter.
Yeah, he was on episode 4 of the podcast.
Hell yeah.
How'd you have, how was your experience?
I mean, I didn't expect it. I got off the plane. It was end of July. It was 96 degrees at 9 p.m. at night. Hot as hell. And I was like, is this what it's supposed to be like the whole time? And so that was just hot start. And then we're waiting for Hunter because he doesn't come in until Friday. We got there Thursday. Start gambling right away, going out to all the old Vegas. Drinks are free if you're gambling. So we're just me, your dad, my dad are just pounding Fireball. Great time. And then we just got tossed. And then the first night, it's 4 or 5 in the morning, and we're playing with these 30 girls, not good looking girls, and they don't know.
Trash.
Yeah, some trash. And we were playing. One bitch is just sorry.
No, it's fine.
She's playing. She doesn't know how to play. She's getting real annoying. The dealer's getting kind of pissed. So I said something. I was like, "Can you just play the game and stop talking?" And she's going off on me. She's yelling at me, and I'm just we're going back and forth. And my dad's trying to calm me down, and I was like, all right, whatever, fuck this. And then we keep playing, and then she says something again. She tried doubling down on a blackjack.
Yeah.
You can't do that. But the dealer was gonna let her. He was like, all right, because he was getting so pissed off with her. Yeah, the dealer was gonna let her. And then so then we keep going back and forth, and then my dad's calming me down, and then she says something that I forget what it was. It was just so in the moment that it just triggered my dad, and he gets up, starts yelling at her F you, and then the pit bosses come over, seeing what's going on, and then she flicks him off, and then he flicks her back off and said, you stinkhole bitch, to this lady, and then we got up and cashed out. I was at 5 a.m. But yeah, Vegas is a hell of a time. When you're 21, you definitely should go. Free drinks if you gamble. You got to bring about $2 or $3 grand, maybe 4 with you, because you can't win. There's no way you win unless you're playing unless you know how to play poker or something like that. But we were just playing strictly blackjack the whole time, and I was up a couple hundred the first few days, and I thought I was some big baller, and then I just lost it all.
Dang.
So I mean,
good time.
Yeah, it was a hell of a time. I'm definitely going back with my boys next summer. And another thing I didn't realize is there are a million hookers out there. If you're looking to get a cheap date, you could probably find one out there for 75.
GTA on steroids.
Yeah, you can get one for $75 out there.
Damn, those rates.
Yeah, but they won't look the best. Probably 4s. Yeah. But if you got to do something, if you're a little stuck up, they got you. $75.
All right, good to know.
We'll be pulling up my 21st birthday, First brother's here, so first sibling podcast.
Yeah, it is the first sibling podcast.
Definitely a big step here.
Yeah, that's sweet. The only other sibling duo that I would want to have on is the Sarver brothers. You guys know them?
Hell yeah.
They're pretty sweet. They what is it? The older Ben He's been like a designated dealer for our poker. Like we had a tournament with like 13 guys.
That's the designated dealer you have?
Yeah.
I wondered who that is. I thought it was Strong.
Well, we had like a couple. So like Strong does it sometimes, Ben Sarver does it sometimes, and then like whoever got out first, because we had 2 tables going. So they're both real nice though. Mean Crab, he's a legend. Have you seen that picture?
Yeah, I don't even know. It's just Ben Sarver's little brother is a fucking god at Fortnite,
females.
Fortnite, apparently. He used to be.
And females.
He was like he had like a 24 kill like when the game first came out. And
jeez.
Hey, that ain't that major. I mean, you and me did some good stuff back.
We definitely did some damage. But
like there was a time where like if you had the God Squad on.
Oh yeah,
you were dominating,
yeah,
like 10+ kills every game.
You just been rocking PUBG, so you know.
Dude, PUBG's so good. I'll buy it for you, man.
Nah, man.
Let's do it.
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves is fun too. You got that?
Yeah, I don't have it.
Oh, you should get it.
I know. I need Sea of Thieves. I will.
So, recently in the news, Area 51's been a hot topic. The raid's coming up September 20th.
Is that what it is?
I think so. I think it's on a it's a school day because I saw something online that said let's move this to the 21st or something so school kids could still come.
Still pull through.
Yeah, it was so stupid. But what do you guys think about that? I mean, you think people are going to show up?
I hope they do. I want to know what's in Area 51. Obviously, they'll die in about a hot 5 seconds.
Yeah, there's no way they even get close to Area 51. They're going to get either arrested immediately or if they try, they'll get shot.
Yeah.
They're not going to mess around over there. They got all the aliens over there, and they're not going to let anybody see it.
You guys believe in aliens? I believe in aliens.
No, I do not. But like, if they were real, I really wouldn't be like that surprised. You know.
I don't know if they're real, but if they are, they're there. So that's why it'd be sick if they somehow got in there. But
Yeah.
I just don't like. Since they made it all public, it had to be like some like Illuminati, like that secretive. If you were actually going to try to rush Area 51, but there was no way they could get that many people. So that's why they made it public. But I also read the guy that created it made it as a joke.
Yeah.
And he's like getting pretty worried because that the government's all on his tail now.
Did you see the video of him?
I didn't watch that.
That was the funniest thing I've ever seen. He was some guy with like long hair,
weirdo,
like wearing like some Naruto clothes, and like he's like, can we show you? He's like, oh, you talking about Naruto run? Can we see your Naruto run? So he runs, puts his arms like this, and starts running, and he's so unathletic. He's like tripping while he's running. It was the funniest thing.
So he's actually a weirdo, and he actually is probably a little bit serious about this.
I think he is a little serious about it.
Listen, hey man, if you Naruto run, the bullets can't hit you. That's how I understand it. So.
Well, if you've watched Naruto, it's true. You see how they run, and I do agree with that.
So you like Naruto?
Oh, I love Naruto.
I've never watched it. The closest thing I've watched to anime is Star Wars: The Clone Wars animated series.
It's a great series.
It is great. I recommend it for any Star Wars
fans. Yeah, I've watched some of that. I know some friends have watched a lot of that, but no, Naruto. I got on Naruto before everyone got it. Like before, like people were like hyping it up. You know.
I do agree with that. A lot of people are like new wave Naruto.
Yeah. Like they're like I finished it. I was like about to finish it when everyone started watching it. Like the summer, like when I started watching it, it was like that school year was when everyone else started watching it. Sarvar Husanov actually put me on with that.
I want to get him on the podcast.
Yeah. Sarvar put me on with that, I will say. I'll give him credit for that. But yeah, Naruto, I don't know. He got me into anime, I will say. I actually don't mind anime. If you like can get over the the stigma of like anime being anime and like you're a loser if you watch anime, it's actually good stuff.
Yeah. So there's like 2,000 episodes of that?
No. It's 700. 500 on so it's like Naruto.
I do not have time for that.
It's like it's like original Naruto, which is like his like younger life, and then it's like then he goes trains for like 2 years, and it's like not any episodes, and then it's like 500 for Shippuden. But now Boruto's out, which is Naruto's son, and there's a couple hundred. There's like 100 something episodes of that too.
Wow, you watch any anime?
No, I do not get into that stuff.
Yeah, I like The Sopranos and good shows like
Sopranos.
I like good shows like that too.
Sopranos, Boardwalk Empire, Peaky Blinders.
I tried Peaky Blinders and I didn't really like it.
You got to throw on like closed captions because like they talk real like accenty, so
confused.
You can't understand half the shit.
The first episode I was like, this is not very good, so I just stopped watching it.
I would give it like 4 episodes. And
Stranger Things is what I watched.
Is that good? Is that like aliens and shit?
You got to watch Stranger Things. You haven't watched it before?
It's different.
It's one of my favorite shows for sure.
I heard Oz was good.
I haven't heard of that. I've heard Ozark.
Ozark's really good.
I heard Ozark's I've heard of that from a lot of people.
Ozark's super good. I watched that last year.
You still watching that Traveler show?
Travelers is I haven't watched it in a little bit, but I do like that show a lot. It's kind of weird, but it's cool.
The 100, you heard of that? When he said Traveler's Show, that's what I thought he meant. But the 100 is they sent like 100 people up into space, and the Earth had like a nuclear explosion, so the whole Earth was like screwed.
Yeah.
So there were like some people, or no, not 100 people. They sent all the space stations. So like how we have like the United States like space station. Well, I think we have an international one. They merged them all together. Nuclear war on the Earth. So the only like surviving human population was on the space station. They take 100 of the criminal fugitives from the space station, send them down to Earth to see if it's like good, and it ends up being good. So
that's pretty dope.
The premise. It's confusing once you like first start watching it, but it's a really good show, and it's like still going on. I recommend it.
You ever watch Prison Break?
Yes.
So
great show.
Now I'm gonna put you on some anime now because it's similar. It's kind of reminds me of Prison Break. In Prison Break, it's like something that always happens. You're like, oh, they're caught. Like, oh, it's over. And then like something crazy always happens you just never expect. Show called Death Note. You might have heard of it before.
Death Note sounds familiar.
There's a movie actually, and it's like, so basically the premise, like what it is like there's a notebook that falls down, and this kid picks it up, and it's called Death Note, and you can write down any person's name in it, and they die within like I think a couple minutes. They die of a heart attack unless you give them a specific death.
Wasn't that a horror?
It's a movie.
Yeah,
but it's a movie. The movie's
movie?
based off of the anime, so they just made it like a live action movie, like Disney's doing with all that kind of shit.
I saw The Lion King. Did you guys see that?
You saw it? Is it good?
It was. I mean, it's the same story, just different graphics. So
yeah, I know.
It was okay.
I heard some negative stuff about it. I was like, how can it be any negative reviews when it's exactly
Really
the
the
same
Lion
as the
King.
old Lion King? It's
the
like real life.
The only thing I wouldn't like about it is, well, I don't know. It wasn't like a bad movie. I guess like the plot is kind of like
Childish.
Yeah, it's real simple because like in the end how like they're like savannah or whatever is all like dried up or their prairie or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like a wasteland, and then at the end, obvious spoilers, it goes back to being like grass and water. It's like that doesn't. How does that happen? How does it go from dirt to grass if the grass died and it was?
That's
dirt?
just like some Disney stuff when like shit's going bad. It's all bad and there's nothing there, but now it's all good and everyone's safe and okay. It's all
that's just Disney.
Back
and another thing, so there's only like 2 lions in that area, right? It's Simba and the bad one,
Mufasa.
No, they're in
Not
what
Mufasa.
area?
Mufasa.
In their main area?
In their world. Because
No, they got a bunch.
No, they got the girl lions. They don't got any dudes.
No dudes, but a bunch of girls, right?
Well, no,
but like
Mufasa's the dad.
Mufasa's dad.
Scar.
Okay, so Mufasa dies. So there's 3 in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then Mufasa dies. There's 2 lions in the whole world. And there's like 20 of the girl lions, and they all have babies. So how does that work? Are they fucking
and then
all
Scar
the
gets pissed because Simba's the next male lion. He's like, hell no, I'm not having that. And
he's the only
kicks
other
him
male
out.
tells him run or whatever. So like, but then that's like 1 lion. Like in the real world, I'm pretty sure there's like a bunch of lions in the pack,
for sure.
And like there's an alpha, but then there's like some beta lions that are males too, because that's just.
Yeah, I don't think Disney did their research beforehand.
Yeah, tell them to do some research, man. We got to write them some letters.
I actually want to see that. I feel like I'd rather see the Aladdin movie.
Yeah.
Over the Lion.
I just saw
movie.
Toy Story 4.
No way.
That was awesome. I thought it was so good. I was laughing the whole time, bro. They have this little like character because. So like this is at the beginning of the movie, but they're with that at the end of Toy Story 3. Andy gives them to this girl Bonnie. So now they pick up with Bonnie, and she's going to kindergarten. And her parents won't let her take toys to school, and then all the toys are like, oh, why can't she take any toys? And then Andy, being like some badass, like sneaks to school and like gives her all like, cause like
Andy or Woody,
my bad, Woody. And then Woody goes to school, and then like she's like, okay, it's craft time, and then like this kid just comes over and takes Bonnie's and all her crafts, so she has nothing to make stuff with. So Andy like scavenges, like he's running around in the classroom with all the Woody's running around the classroom with all these kids in there. When he's a toy, he can't be seen, so he's throwing her all these supplies. So she makes this little like spork Spork little like toy that like pipe cleaners and stuff, and then she calls it Forky. And this thing is the funniest character I've ever seen on Toy Story. And I lost it, dude. I was losing my mind in the movie. I thought it was so funny. You got to go watch it.
I completely forgot that even came out.
If you've seen Toy Stories when you were a kid, you got to watch it. If you haven't, I would watch all the Toy Stories and then go see it.
I got to go check that out. That'd be cool.
I forgot. I definitely want to see
It was so funny, dude. One of the better movies I've seen in a while.
Are you guys excited for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
I heard that was
I got one negative review, and then another one said it was cool.
Yeah, I heard it was.
Scorsese, right? That's the director, right?
Dude, I don't watch previews for any movies or anything. I just go.
I don't even know what I was talking about, if I'm being honest.
It's like isn't it a Leonardo DiCaprio movie?
Yeah. Leo, and then I think Brad Pitt.
It's gonna be fire.
Margot Robbie.
If Leonardo DiCaprio's in, that's all you need to know.
I think it's a Tarantino movie.
Yeah, Tarantino. Yeah, not
that's what it
Scorsese.
is.
Yeah.
Tarantino.
But Tarantino's good.
I heard it was good, and I heard it was So I bet it's probably good. I'm not a big movie critic. I don't really drag on movies.
I just like most movies.
I mean, if I say a movie's really bad, like it takes a lot for it to be that bad.
Yeah, I agree. I don't really like. Yeah, it's like, oh, the acting was bad. I don't really like. I notice if acting's good, not necessarily this is bad unless it's like really, really bad.
Yeah.
Like if it's like obviously bad, like you can.
Like
just
back
tell.
when Netflix originals were trash and all the acting was terrible.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the Netflix
good,
original with Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler?
Where they
Yeah,
go
that
on
movie
a
was
cruise
good.
Murder Party,
or whatever.
Murder Party or whatever it
I
is.
saw like the first half of it. I don't know what happened. I must have fell asleep.
I actually
liked
just
it.
watched. I actually liked it.
I liked
and
it
Adam
too.
Sandler is just such a clown. So
Yeah, he is.
Like, those are two like legendary actors, Jennifer Aniston and
Yeah.
Adam
Smoke.
Sandler.
She's like 50 and
Smoke.
she's still banging.
Smoke
So.
show. Smoke.
You cannot beat those two actors like that. I mean, that's just like I'm surprised.
Yeah, but
Netflix even got
Adam
that.
Sandler hasn't made any good movie in a minute.
Yeah.
Like he's just making a bunch
Besides
of more like
Grown-Ups.
kids movies
Besides
and like
Grown-Ups too.
yeah, but that's not even like those were good, but like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't
It's
compare
like
them back
Happy
to
Gilmore.
like Billy Madison. Yeah,
Billy Madison,
Happy
great.
Gilmore. Like those were all the best.
Well, it is I think it was saying Happy Madison production too. Isn't
Yeah,
Netflix
all
original?
that's
the
his
movies. Yeah,
production.
all the
Yeah,
movies
yeah,
he's
yeah.
in is produced by that.
Yeah.
And he did a little bit of like stand up, and then he like sings on stage too. He got like the phone, wallet, keys, phone, wallet, keys. Like he made that song.
He's such a clown, and he was rocking just the mustache in the movie too. So I know it's definitely a new look for Adam Sandler.
He's good.
Yeah, it was a good movie. It was cool. It was kind of corny, but
Yeah,
It's Adam Sandler.
It's a Netflix original
when,
too.
when the knife is in the guy and he like pulls it out,
yeah,
you
that
know?
shit was so funny.
And they're like, I'm gonna put it back.
Yeah, that was a funny movie. The Netflix originals are definitely stepping it up a little bit. I'll give them
I
for
agree
sure,
with
their
that.
shows are good. They have real
They
good
do have
shows.
some good shows.
They're putting out a new gangster movie, The Irishman. It has Al Pacino, I think. It has De Niro. Has
Oh, I saw that.
Joe
I
Pesci.
saw previews for that.
Yeah,
I actually do want to see
that's
that.
gonna
That'll be
sick,
good.
I bet.
That'll be
Be
good.
watching that in my dorm room.
Hell yeah. Hey, Billy Strong's place, Bachelorette Mondays. You coming?
I'm gonna be there. What do you mean? That's in Newark.
I know. It's
I'm
like,
not driving out to Newark.
it's 30 minutes away.
I don't even got my car on me.
Oh, no way. You're not allowed to have your car on campus?
No.
Freshman
That
camp.
sucks.
I got a big quad, like a huge quad. Like every other room in my dorm building is like a prison cell. So
Is it bigger than this office? Or like
one half of the room is like as big as this office, if not bigger.
Wait, one half?
Like so, it's a quad, right? So it's like room and room. Like
Okay.
2 rooms are separated. So it's like you walk in the door.
You don't have your own room though.
Nah.
Well, you walk in the door. It's like you have a room right here, then you have a room right here. It's like
Okay.
me and David are right here, and the other 2 dudes are right here.
Okay.
So, and there's a door right here too for their room, not for our room. And there's a bathroom over here, and then our dorm over here is like really big. It's like probably about as big as this, if not bigger. It might be bigger than this.
Sweet.
So, we got a futon, bunch of chairs, bunch of seats, rug, and everything. We have 40-inch TV. So, we're having Bachelor in Paradise parties on Monday and Tuesdays.
Okay.
Because no one's gonna want to watch it in their prison cell room. Why not come to a nice big quad and
Yeah,
watch
of course.
it?
So wait, what happens if you walk in and you see Davey spanking it? Because you know he's a dog.
Spanking He needs to find out a time that I'm in class and he's not. Simple as that. There should not be any sort of incidents like that. If there is, go to community bathrooms. Our community bathroom aren't even community bathrooms. They're private bathrooms.
Really?
They're like right outside our door is 4 bathrooms, community bathrooms, but they're all private. There's the shower, a toilet, and a
Is it like
sink.
lock and individual?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's nice.
So because it's just like each room has like their own,
Yeah, that'll be busy.
How many? So if that's a community bathroom,
there's
how
4
many dorms on the floor?
So there's 4 of them, and there's 4 like every like 4 feet though. So it's like 4, 8, 12, like in each like quarter, each little
Really?
wing. So we have a lot. Like we have a lot, and then we have our bathroom in our own room. So since our roommate's bathroom, it's like our bathroom's only in the roommate's room. we have to walk through their area to use the restroom. So like late at night, I'm just gonna go to the community bathroom.
Yeah.
Because it's right outside my door. So what's the matter to me? It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But like during the day, I would just go walk over in there, take a piss, something like that.
Yeah. My dad said they used to get pennies, and if you stick them in the door, so like you shut the door, hold the thing down, and stick pennies in, and then like release it.
It'll hold
you
it
can't get
open.
out from the inside.
Oh, you can't get out?
So someone needs to go to class. You do that in the morning.
Oh, damn.
Damn. That'd be savage. That'd be so sick.
That would be sick. So you said Bachelor in Paradise, and I want to comment on that. Do you watch Bachelor at all?
No.
He used to.
So
I
Bachelor.
I watched the one with the most girls on it. What's that? The Bachelor?
Bachelor.
Bachelor.
I watched
yeah.
The Bachelor.
I've never seen The Bachelor. All right, I just
That's
got
the one
it
you gotta
recently.
watch. It's
I
all
know,
like
I know, I
Paradise
need to
mode.
get
No,
it.
Paradise is nice too.
No,
because,
Paradise is pretty funny.
I mean, come on, they're all on the
But-
beach.
So Bachelorette is the girl with a bunch of dudes. It's a sausage fest, all right? The girl is such a hoe. Hannah B.
They all
like,
are. All the Bachelorettes
Literally
are.
one episode, the first guy, she runs up, jumps in his arms, like gives him a big hug, like like she's up in the air. I'm like, oh, that's cute. She does it to the next 3 dudes also.
I
Like, the
watched
same exact
probably
thing.
like 2 episodes of that season by force.
force.
And she was definitely more of a hoe than the other ones, I think.
I think the other ones just kept it more low key than she did.
Yeah, well, she
know?
on camera she was more of a hoe than other ones.
No, I agree with that. But Hannah was definitely one of my favorite Bachelorettes because she just dealt with shit pretty well compared to other ones.
You think?
She didn't
Like,
take
I
it.
think like a bunch of times she like bailed, cried, like
She
all
did,
that.
but I'm saying a lot of times though when there was drama, she was like
Cut it.
cut the shit. Like you should have go in there and start like cussing the dudes out.
Yeah.
Which like usually a lot of times that doesn't happen. Like
Because there was that one dude on there who was causing all the drama.
yeah,
Luke P.
Luke P.
Yeah, whatever.
But she did really like she was like really outgoing there. Like she's one of the most outgoing Bachelorettes in a while, which is like really nice just to see someone like outgoing. It made the season more entertaining.
Yeah,
Really.
and then one thing I didn't like about the end is one, she picked the wrong dude,
Facts.
and then he cheated,
Yeah.
so wrong dude, and then now she didn't even get with the other dude.
No, she did.
She
No,
tried.
she didn't because she's on Bachelor in Paradise.
No, she's not. No,
Yes, she is.
No. She just walked. Becca, last Bachelor in Paradise, the Bachelorette also just walked in just to say hi to everyone.
No, Hannah becomes because in the previews they show her kissing someone.
Oh shit, I didn't see that.
Well, no, because she went with
Did you
that.
watch at the very end?
Well, her and that dude. Who was the guy who got second?
Tyler.
They went on a date, and then some like model or like famous.
No, he got in her car, but he didn't.
No, they
actually
went
get
on
her-
a date because she posted a picture on her Instagram story of her just like flicking off this like camera, and it was like, I forget what it was, but yeah, they're not together, or they're not doing anything anymore.
I don't think. No, it's not official. I'll have hope for him.
But yeah, no, she's even a bigger hoe because I think
I didn't see
she's
her on-
definitely coming on Paradise.
I didn't see her on Paradise.
100%.
That's crazy.
You didn't see the previews
Nah.
at the end? Oh, you gotta watch the previews at the end, man.
Well, I usually do.
Hannah B comes in. They got girls kissing. Oh, it's gonna be good.
Really?
It's gonna be
Demi,
good.
yeah, Demi. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, Demi changes one of the other girls, obviously, because
Yeah, Demi went lesbo, which
So-
has been for a while.
so we
but-
got 2 girls kissing. Hannah B's coming. Bunch of people are hooking up.
Yeah, it's a crazy Paradise
Yeah,
season.
it is. Shaka brought what's that guy's name? Luke,
JPJ,
JPJ.
John Paul Jones.
I don't know how I feel about him. He feels like kind of a meathead, but at the same time, I like him. So we'll see.
No, he's cool. He was really cool on Bachelorette.
And then I don't like that one girl who keeps saying like, "Oh, that guy, he slept with me
Oh,
and one girl and the other night."
Kaylin.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, I heard there's this dude who went off and slept with like 3 girls in the same night.
Yeah, like a savage.
No. It was like he was talking to one girl and they stopped talking. And he's talking to another girl. Slept with the other girl he was talking to when he was kind of talking to the other chick on Friday at some like stagecoach, some fest, and then Saturday slept with the girl he was talking to, and that like literally the same bed, same sheets, same everything, and then told them both that he did that, and then cut them both off completely. And then he told one of the girls, "Oh yeah, you were just a mistake." He's like, "Let's keep this our little secret. Let's not tell anyone on Paradise."
Yeah, that's
Let's
probably the
keep it
worst
our
thing you could
secret.
say.
What
right
a
there.
dog.
He is a dog.
Nah,
Woof.
he's a diva. He's a diva. I don't like him at all.
Hey, big dog's gotta eat. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
all right.
Bag, but
So preseason games were on.
NFL.
Kyler Murray, kind of a beast.
I don't really watch it. I don't watch any game besides the Browns game, if I'm being honest.
Really?
Yeah, I know the Dolphins won. So that was good
Who
to
the Dolphins
see.
play?
No one good.
Doesn't matter. They're trash.
It might have been like the Giants or some shit like
Dolphins
that.
were good in the 90s, so that's cool.
Yeah, back when Dan Marino was playing.
But the Steelers, who did they play? You know, I didn't see that game either.
I didn't see that either.
I know Tom Brady and his Patriots. They played the Lions. They probably whooped their asses.
Tom Brady's the
you know,
GOAT, so, I
vibes.
mean, what do you expect?
I heard AB's fucking with the Raiders.
I was just gonna bring that up. Yeah, did you hear about that?
Yeah.
That was the funniest thing. The whole,
What's the specifics?
There's two things. Two things. One's an injury. One's just another him being ignorant. So the NFL banned a bunch of helmets, right, for concussion protocol and all that kind of stuff. You know,
Like a bunch of brands or a bunch of like.
It's like
Specific helmets.
Specific helmets. Like,
Yeah.
So Antonio Brown's been rocking the same helmet his whole career, but they banned it. I said you can't wear it. So he goes, "All right, cool. If I can't wear my helmet, I'm retiring." That's what he said.
Well, how can he do that with a contract though?
He can retire whenever he wants to.
No way.
I think so. I don't know how that works. I'm pretty sure you can retire whenever.
I think you can, but like, the Raiders were like backing him up too. They're like, yeah, he should be allowed to wear this helmet.
Well, you can't go against him or else he's gonna retire.
Right, and then I saw that they're expecting him to be practicing this week.
Huh.
Yeah.
And then do you see who's that guy?
He got frostbite though too. Did you see that?
Frostbite.
He was in some like it's like the recovery stuff. It's like you go in the room. It's like freaking really cold. It's like really, really cold. I don't know if you've seen those videos. People coming out of there. It's like a really cold room, and it really, really helps.
Call it a
He went in.
freezer?
He went in wearing like basically. He went in wearing like the wrong shoes, like the wrong footwear. So he got frostbite on his foot.
No way.
Yeah, like a dumbass. Dude's
Yeah,
fucking-
what a reach.
So it's funny. 'Cause all the Steelers fans are like me seeing all this news, and not having to worry about Antonio Brown and shit like that.
Like eat their AB.
Because he caused so much drama for the Steelers, which I wish he wasn't the Steelers still, because that'd be great. Because I'm glad he's not, but like I wish he was causing drama for the Steelers.
Yeah.
So
I understand.
I hate the
Yeah.
Steelers.
Oh, that's
I know
cool.
you're a Steelers fan, but
Do you see Zeke? He's acting up too. He didn't show up to practice.
Yeah.
He's got
Still
like
not.
$13 million in the next 2 years coming his way, but he doesn't show up.
well, you know
He
why?
wants more.
You know why?
I know.
Well, like I was talking to my dad about this, and I think this makes sense. So the reason why all these running backs are not playing until they want bigger contracts because running backs compared to every other position don't last as long,
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
they're only good for about 5 years,
Yeah.
if that. A lot of them are good for 2-3 years. That's it. You know, so they need to make the most money while they can.
Yeah.
You know, and like, a really good running back has such a big impact on the team. Like Le'Veon Bell had such a big impact on the Steelers. Zeke,
Big
huge
impact.
impact on the Cowboys. You know, like Melvin Gordon, all of them. You know, so I think them trying to want more money makes sense to me. I mean, pay the players. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
they're making a big
I
impact.
mean, Mike Thomas just got a $100 million contract, highest paid receiver ever.
Yeah.
You'd think they could give a little bit of money, but
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, how much money is a guy actually worth, though? Because, like,
Good
you don't
point.
think with
Good
That's
all
also true.
these
Good
people.
point.
they also don't want to give him that much money, like you said, because they don't last. So they don't want to. They don't want to. Like, it's a risk.
I'd give him a
Yeah,
short.
they need a
ton of
good
money.
investment.
I agree.
So
I'd
they
give
should
him-
find someone right out of college
Yeah.
that's half his skill that they could train and pay him 1/4 of what he was
Yeah.
getting. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like that, dude. Who's the running back for the new running back for the Steelers? James Conner.
James Conner.
James Conner.
He's
He's
kinda
been on
like
the team
that.
for a while, though.
Yeah, he's
right?
kind of like
Yeah.
that though. They're training him, then Le'Veon left. He stepped right or got hurt, then stepped in, and
Yeah.
Le'Veon was bitching on Twitter. He's like, "Show me the money" or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Well, I would if I were the Cowboys. I would give Zeke 2-year contract, big money. I just give him a big 2-year contract because in 2 years from now, he's
Well,
probably.
see, that's the thing that you
know?
don't want to give a big 2-year contract because then at 2 years you lose him.
I know, but I'm saying like then re-sign him after and give another big contract for 2 years.
what if he's a free agent and he'll get a ton of money from other teams. So
I'm saying that because in 2 years you don't know where he's gonna be as a running back is why I'm saying that. And like he wants to get paid. You don't want to give him a big 4-year contract if he gets injured in 2 years, whatever. I think in 2 years is a good term to where he might be washed up in 2 years or might be injured in 2
or
years.
he might be amazing, and then it's just a tough. It's
Yeah,
a risk.
it really is. It really is just a tough situation. I'm not a freaking NFL. I don't know what the hell
Analyst.
I'm doing. So like, that's why I'm not making the deals.
Anything, I think this might be his best year, and then after that it'll be downhill.
Zeke.
Yeah.
I thought
We'll see. We'll see. He had a really good rookie season.
Yeah, and after that, he was.
It's just I don't know. I think he might blow up this year if he. I feel like the fame's getting to him.
Yeah,
And he's
I
not
agree.
really
That
worried
happens
about
to a lot of
football
them.
as much as he used to be.
liked him a
anymore.
lot better at Ohio State.
For sure.
You know.
Do you think it's weird that Tom Brady's like the 6th highest paid quarterback and not the 1st?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Damn. I don't
I think
think. I don't-
Manning might be get
thing
paid
is,
the most.
thing is, I feel like Tom Brady doesn't care enough because it's like
He makes a ton of money. He gets
Well,
a ton
that's the
of,
difference between
sponsorships.
Brady and Zeke. Brady understands that $2 million to $4 million it's practically the same. Like you can still go into a restaurant and buy whatever the fuck you want.
Well, and also Tom Brady also gets hella sponsorships. Like,
Yeah.
dude, he's literally the GOAT.
Well, I think
He's the GOAT.
I think Zeke does too. Well, who was the guy who kneeled
Kaepernick.
Yeah, Nike.
Yeah, I
You know.
think I did a whole research project on that thing. That was
I know
crazy.
you
That was a
did,
long
yeah.
ass project. That was pretty cool though. Seeing how all that worked with Nike.
Nike
you know?
stock dropped.
Yeah, but it didn't. No, like they made so much money off that. It's not even funny. Like,
Yeah, I
their
believe that.
company is doing a lot better since that, which you wouldn't think, but they really
Yeah.
are.
Well, they're like a giant. They're almost too big to fail.
Well, that and like
Right.
their risk was their opinion going into this was like, okay, so we're gonna have a lot of older people stop buying our shit, but like our biggest customer is millennials, like ages like 18 to like 30, you know, and majority of those people in that age group supported their decision doing that, so they ended up buying more Nike, while the little sprinkle of customers they have, you know, in the older group, older categories like 50 and above, where they don't really care as much, they stopped buying it. But their company, like everything went up so much. Their stock ended up going up, and then like their profits, they had still the most sales of any sportswear company by a long shot.
If I ever go into selling like sportswear, I'm gonna go Democrat.
Yeah, that's the way to
For
do
sure.
it. That's the way to do it. You know,
Just act like you're a lib and then sell it all.
that's the way to do it. But yeah, I don't know if you also saw this too. So Tom Brady being the sixth highest paid quarterback, and Madden 20. Some of the ratings for the quarterbacks kind of whack too. You know, like, well, okay, I think Mahomes is probably the best skilled quarterback right now.
Have you played Madden 20?
I need to get it. My roommate got it, but I got to get it myself.
David or
the other one, the kid from Texas. But so obviously Mahomes is probably the best quarterback in the NFL right now, all around. But like Tom Brady's a GOAT. He's still really, really good, and they give him a lower rating than Mahomes.
I think Mahomes is better.
I love Mahomes, but like, dude, you can't not give the GOAT the best rating in the NFL.
He's old, man.
Dude, he's been 99 overall the past like 4 years, dude. Like,
They
you
had
got
him at
it.
99.
Yes, dude.
What's he at now?
Like 96.
oh, that's not good enough.
Come on, and he just won the Super Bowl. You can't tell me. You
dude,
can't tell me
Super
he's
Bowl
not
team
99.
needs to get 5 points added to everybody right
Seriously,
away.
You can't tell me he's not 99.
He's not, dude.
At least a 98, 97.
7, I'll give him maybe.
But
Patty
dude,
Mahomes can
I agree.
run.
But dude,
he can
Mahomes
throw.
had one good season. You're giving him that though.
Is he at 99?
97, he's 97, 98. I think.
Are there any 99s?
199 is DeAndre Hopkins, the best
Okay.
best receiver, which I think he's a great receiver.
He slept on.
I'm taking
You
Michael
know-
Thomas over DeAndre Hopkins though.
What's Hill's
Facts.
rating? I know you like Hill.
Tyreek Hill, high 90s, like really high 90s. But like, think about this though. This blew my mind. Who you taking as a quarterback, Drew Brees or Phillip Rivers?
Hard to say.
Probably
How's that hard
Drew
to
Brees.
say? How's it hard? That's not even a question. They gave Phillip Rivers a 94 and Drew Brees a 92. That's some bullshit right there. You're telling me
Yeah,
Phillip
but
Rivers,
I feel like Phillip Rivers doesn't have the players that Drew Brees does.
Drew Brees always hasn't had the players though. Phillip Rivers had one good season last year and they're giving him a 94.
Yeah, and the Saints were like, when they got Mike Thomas and all those good guys they got that class, they're doing really well. But like before that, the Saints were like,
But they're still always had to worry about them now because you knew Drew Brees. Like,
Yeah, I mean-
if you look at Drew Brees' stats, I forget what it was.
but I'm saying you give Phillip Rivers some threats like a Michael Thomas, he'll be a dog. But
See-
I don't think I think the rating Drew Brees should be higher than
Agree,
Phillip
that's what I'm
Rivers.
saying.
You guys aren't asking the right questions. What's the overall on Ben Roethlisberger?
Ew.
Should be 83.
Ew.
we need a 95 at least.
Let's go back to the
No
Browns
way.
game. We had 3 interceptions. Come on, get that out of
Okay,
here.
we were there. You and me, we saw it together.
Yeah. Browns
It was
game
raining.
last year.
It was snowing.
Yeah.
It was
That was
cold.
not snowing. It was the first game of the season.
It was snowing.
It was the first game of the season.
Dude, it was raining. Oh, it was raining.
It was raining. I'll give you that.
It was super wet.
It was
Couldn't
not
see the
super wet. It was
field.
barely wet.
Big Ben broke his leg. You know, it was bad.
How
It
would the
was
Browns
bad.
this year, though? That's the real question, dude.
Conference champs.
They're gonna.
Let's go
Or
They're
division champs for sure.
Listen, they'll have a positive record.
They're going to win division. They're going to the division because the Steelers won't win the division this year.
Probably
Lamar
not.
Jackson sucks.
Yeah.
Andy Dalton. The Bengals are finishing last, if not.
Yeah.
It's either the Ravens or the Bengals, and I definitely think it's gonna be the Bengals.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Bengals have nobody. They're terrible.
Yeah.
They just got rid of that coach finally, Marvin Lewis or whatever.
He's trash.
Yeah, he's finally gone. But I loved how they hired Hugh Jackson right after he got fired from the Browns too.
I know.
I thought that was just the dumbest move.
know.
Oh yeah,
was so
Browns got a new head coach too.
What's his name? Freddie Kitchens or something?
Kitchens,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's
I like
sweet,
him, dude. I like him.
him a lot.
He's sweet, dude. But I'm telling you right now, dude. The Browns are gonna be crazy this year, dude. They're gonna be crazy.
If they stay healthy, they'll be disgusting.
But, like, the reason why I think this, so, like, compared to other teams, like when teams get really good players, a lot of times the players are usually thinking of themselves. So it's like, okay, whatever, we're a stacked team, but I'm thinking of myself. I don't care about necessarily like the program as much as I do like what I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
And, like, they're just for themselves. What I like about this Browns team is everyone is so bought into like the Browns. Like, Odell Beckham Jr. wants the Browns. Like, he wants the Browns to win. Like, he wants like. He's like pushing everyone. Jarvis Landry pushes everyone. Baker Mayfield pushes everyone. They do it for Cleveland. Like they all love Cleveland, you know. That's why I like this. Like Baker Mayfield chugging that freaking bite into that beer, shotgunning that beer. Like who the hell bites a beer and shotguns? That's sick.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
I just think that the only like they're gonna be sweet. They're all bought in, but like if they all like to start the year off like just choke and just lose the first few games.
True.
We'll see what happens.
Well, did you see Callaway suspended?
Yeah, he's suspended.
You guys watch the NHL at all?
I do not.
So the Blues won the Stanley Cup, and they had like their stacked roster. You know, people were looking at this roster like, oh, it's gonna be great. Beginning of the season, they're getting shit on, right? They go on to win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
It might be a similar story with the Browns.
I just don't know if like they start losing stuff they shouldn't be losing. Typical Browns fashion, losing games in the worst ways. If everyone will still be like at the beginning of the season, I get it, but like if they lose games that they shouldn't, like I can see Odell just be like, "Fuck you guys! Like this place sucks. Cleveland's a shithole."
But with Jarvis, I don't think he'll do that. I think Jarvis.
I think Jarvis likes it, but I'm just saying, like at some point, I feel like there could be a meltdown if they don't live up to the hype that they should.
I think Baker loves. I think Odell loves Baker.
I think. Right, they're getting a lot. I'm hyping them up a shit ton. I think they're going to be really good, but I think it might be like a 2-year thing. Like maybe this year they don't.
I think they'll win 10 games this year.
This year they don't
win 10 games.
I mean, I'm betting on them too, but I don't think like it could possibly be a 2-year process.
Dude, we got Kareem Hunt coming back in 8 games, dude.
That's halfway through the season.
I know, but I'm just,
it could be like 2-6.
That is halfway through the season.
No. I'm saying they're gonna be 6-2 by the time he comes back.
No, not 6-2.
You're right.
Already taking his word back.
5-3. Every 5-3.
Maybe 4-4.
Kareem Hunt's the best running back, one of the best running backs in the league, if not the best.
All around,
I give
catch,
all around.
run.
I'd probably say Todd Gurley's better than him.
Gurley is nasty.
I think Gurley's a little better than him, but Kareem Hunt is still like.
Le'Veon's good though. He'll be back.
Le'Veon's a bitch.
He's good.
He didn't play in a year. He didn't play in the whole year.
He'll be good.
Yeah, that'll actually fatigue you not playing.
He's ready.
Especially if you get off the train.
And he's on the Jets though too. What the hell's he gonna do with the Jets?
Yeah, Jets are
freaking
ass.
Sam Darnold joke.
All right, hey, it's far out. Who do you think's gonna be in the Super Bowl?
You know, I was wondering this. I was about to ask. You know, I think the Chiefs are winning it. If I'm being honest.
Really?
That's all I gotta say.
No.
I don't know. I think the Rams might win the NFC or the Saints. And then, because I don't think I just feel like the Chiefs they got Andy Reid as their coach, choke artist, always been a choke artist.
That's the Walrus, right?
Yeah. He was with the Eagles before, chokes. I don't think he can coach in the big games. Jared Goff's a dog. Todd Gurley's sweet. Drew Brees has Mike Thomas. Like they got some threats, and they got the Rams don't have experience, but I think they just have more athletic players now since Kareem Hunt is gone. And is Tyreek Hill? Did he even get suspended?
Nah, I think
ridiculous.
I don't think he did. The thing is though with the Rams, I think the Rams had one really good year. I think this year they're going to be good, but they're not going to be as good.
But they got that young new coach who's
dude. I like Goff. I don't like Goff. I like Goff. I don't like Goff. You know what I'm saying?
So do you like him or do you not like him? How about you to say that?
I like him, but I'm not like. I don't put him up there.
Not yet. What was that? His second year? This is going into his third year.
Mahomes.
I know. I'm just saying. I think the Rams might be legit again.
See, neither one of you mentioned Belichick.
Well, we haven't gotten to the AFC.
I thought you were about to say the Steelers. I'm about to say get out of here.
No, I was just saying overall winning.
We haven't gotten to the AFC. I definitely think that either the Rams or the Chiefs are gonna, or I don't know, dude. The NFC is I feel like a lot more stacked than the AFC.
I do like the.
It's kind of like the West.
I do like the Saints still though too. I will say.
Right, and they got Drew Brees, got a ring already.
Yeah, I do really like.
I mean, and then you go over to the AFC and it's just tough to go against the Patriots. It's like you think some other team's gonna do it, but like. Yeah, they just don't. They just never do. They just never do.
Tom Brady's a GOAT. Simple as that.
Tom Brady is great.
He's a GOAT.
Edelman's a legend. Belichick,
it's just
great
like it's
coaching.
Like you go into the season like thinking there's no way they can do it with this team. A bunch of white boys washed
From
up.
Boston.
Yeah. And then they just make it to the playoffs and then their division's shit.
It's the best NFL system in history. Like the best NFL
sure.
team system. Like the system they have is just the best. Like,
the Steelers used to be a dog. They had a system back in the day.
Dude,
Too.
Steelers D-line is still
6
Dude,
rings,
nasty.
dude, with Tom Brady.
Dude, this is the first. Oh, didn't the Steelers weren't the coaches all in the family up until this year? Like they are all family members.
I do not know about that.
Someone told me. I might be.
Wait, I looked that up actually.
Yeah, look it up. I don't want to sound like an idiot.
You probably do, but
No, I swear someone told me that. It's up until this new coach they had.
I'm telling you right now, though, I just you can't within this past decade, the Patriots have been the most.
Yeah, in the past decade for sure.
I mean, just in the 2000s in general, they've been the most dominant team by far.
Nah.
Which is why I say
How
it's
many
the
rings
best
did the
system.
Steelers get in the 2000s?
Dude, the Patriots passed them up, or they tied them.
I know they did, but I'm saying
And the Steelers had rings beforehand when the Patriots didn't. The Patriots got all their rings in the past 10 years, 12 years, and the Steelers already had some previous. Is why I say that. Like they've caught up a lot.
I know. I'm with you.
So I don't think so.
Cut that.
It doesn't look like any of them are.
Cut that. Cut that.
That's extremely tough.
And like some of them are Catholic and some of them are just not. So that probably helps our case even more that they're not.
Yeah. Just disregard that comment.
Dude's an idiot. Dude's an idiot. How about
They've
Ohio
had the system down for a minute. And I
Ryan
think-
Day.
Yeah, let's go Ohio State now. Cause
Dude,
They're
I'm
3-0 with
worried.
this coach. I think they're gonna be ballers.
I'm feeling good with Ryan Day. I really like Ryan Day a lot.
We play Florida Atlantic the first game.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
I'll be there,
a
and it's
rape
gonna
fest.
be a joke of a game. I'll be there though.
I follow
He'll
Ohio State
take some
football
later.
all year, 24/7. I listen. I follow the recruiting.
Yeah, this dude's a
I
big.
read
He knows everything about it.
I'm the biggest Ohio State fan at OU.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
At OU.
You
I
can't
like
find
that.
you can't find a bigger OSU fan down
Yes.
there, and I'm probably a bit more of a OSU fan than half of the campus at Ohio State.
Oh,
Probably
100%,
more. Probably
100%,
more.
100%.
But so we got Justin Fields. He's
Gunnar
a dog.
Hoke.
Gunnar Hoke's a great backup.
Tate Martell got fucked.
Former classmate of mine, and they had their first inter-squad scrimmage the other day, and the defense just dicked on the offense.
Yeah, I heard the defense was freaking.
2 pick sixes,
Yeah.
a lot of forced fumbles, and that's got me worried.
I'm not even mad about that.
That's
dude.
got me worried, dude.
See, I had more confidence in the offense to begin with. So now the defense is showing themselves. I'm like, I was worried.
How
about
do
the
you
defense.
have more confidence in the offense?
No, before the season, because the defense last year for Ohio State was just so shitty. Like the linebackers, I heard Browning balled
went
out.
off. He's
Dude,
not gonna start,
If we have
though.
a good defense, the offense will catch up eventually. I'm
I
not worried
agree
about.
with
I'm not
that.
worried about Fields. If we have a strong defense, that's for a good team. You need a strong defense.
I would agree with that, but the thing is, Justin Fields is new to the offense, and
That's true.
he's young. He's a sophomore, redshirt, or he's not a redshirt, but he's.
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
Well, he's got to grab it by the reins and take control as
Yeah,
quarterback.
exactly.
You know, he's the
And
center.
I think he
I
has
think he
he
will.
has the threats around him. So that's why I'm not too worried about it. He
Right.
has the players around him. He has the coaching around him. He has everything around him. So I'm not too worried about that. But for me, if you have look at the Chiefs last year, a shitty defense. That's why
Do they
if
say-
you have a good defense, that's right there is the deciding factor for you winning the championship and you losing the championship. Your defense.
Yeah.
No matter I don't care no matter what anyone says. That's what it is.
I mean, going into that inter-squad scrimmage, I thought Ohio State's going to win it all. No doubt. I think Ohio State's going to win it all. I'll put money on Ohio State winning it all.
Clemson, though, dude. But Clemson
I'll
lost
put money
their
on
whole
Ohio
defense,
State winning
so-
it all, but after I read the article, it's got me a little shaky. That was the first scrimmage. We'll see what happens today and stuff this week. They're still at camp, I'm pretty sure. But
3 weeks to our first game.
yeah, 3 weeks
When's
coming up.
first game? 30th.
31st.
And the
31st.
other problem is our non-conference schedule is
So
garbage
shitty.
this year.
Since he's not bad. Since he's
They're
not bad.
trash.
Okay, they're not good. They're not good.
trash.
But I'm saying, compared to recent years, since he's not
They
bad.
were top 25 last year because they beat UCLA, who was shit. The Pac-12,
no, I agree.
you cannot find a good team in the Pac-12. The Pac-12 is the worst out of the Power 5 by far. So I think we're gonna smack UC. They're not even gonna be ready.
Miami.
No, I'm saying UC. They think they're gonna come in and be some we were top 25 last
That's
year.
just UC students.
Yeah,
UC
no,
fans
yeah,
always do that
Yeah, because
shit.
Cincinnati fans suck. Cincinnati as a city sucks. If you are from Cincinnati, you're terrible. Skyline chili tastes the exact same here in Columbus.
It tastes like dog shit.
I live with two
everywhere,
kids
just
from
so we know.
Cincinnati, and they think that Cincinnati, they think their sports teams are good,
Godly.
and they're terrible. They're the worst.
Yeah. they're
Reds,
not good.
trash.
Yeah.
Pirates are better.
Bengals, trash.
Yeah, and then and they have this,
Steelers
and they have FC Cincinnati now, because they're like that's their new pro soccer team, and they think
What?
they're in the MLS now, and they were so good in like the B League, they were really good in the B League, so the MLS is like, all right, we'll let you come up into the big dogs, last. They're last in the MLS right now.
Oh my!
Not saying that the Crew are second last, but they got
nice. Crew was nice 2 years ago.
They were nice every once in a while.
They
but
lost the championship.
Isn't soccer mostly a toss-up, though? Most games.
Well, all I know is LA Galaxy is fired.
If you play FC Cincinnati, you're a guaranteed win.
Really?
Well,
But you never have like a
LA Galaxy
7-0 win, do you?
LA Galaxy,
Sometimes.
LA Galaxy with Ibrahimovic, you definitely do. He's the fucking goat. Besides
But
Messi.
back to,
And a lot
I
of
just wanted to
people,
get that out there. I think Cincinnati people think Cincinnati's a lot better than what it is. I've been there. It's the hood. Not much nice about the campus itself.
Yeah.
Bars I didn't go to the right bars, but they were not good. The ones that I went to.
Football stadium sucks.
Football stadium's trash. That's where the FC Cincinnati plays, is in their football stadium.
That's
So you
embarrassing.
don't even have a stadium for your soccer team.
Yeah, that's pitiful.
But
how
I
are the
think-
females?
They were Not as
I could work with them
No,
personally.
you
but
definitely there were some pretty girls out there, obviously, but yeah. So, but I'm saying our OSU's non-conference schedule is trash, which worries me, because we're gonna go into a Big Ten play. We play Northwestern real quick. We got Wisconsin, Penn State, Michigan State. Like, that's tough.
Penn State's gonna be trash this year though.
They're hopefully, at least it's at home.
Yeah.
We're playing Penn State at home and Wisconsin at home.
Michigan State.
And Michigan State at home. So we got 3 tough conference games at home, which we need.
And Michigan
And
away.
but then Penn State's the week before Michigan too. So at least we'll be like, if we play well in the Penn State game, hopefully that'll carry over to the Michigan game.
Yeah.
But if we play shitty, we got some stuff to fix. But I mean, like I said, I think Ohio State's going to win the Big Ten, and if they get fucked over in the college football playoff poll or playoffs again, I'll be pissed.
Yeah.
But like, they should go undefeated and get into the playoffs. But there's always if they lose, and they need to lose early. That's the only thing.
Our linebackers and our cornerbacks are be deciding factor this year.
That's facts. Last year they
Well,
choked.
Bear
couple
Browning's
big
a
ones.
dog, and he's not going to play because they're going to play tough Borland because he's a senior and he's so bad.
You think Saunders is going to do anything great?
You know, I think
He's definitely the leader of the wide receiver group this year.
Really?
I think he'll get some
He
PT,
is.
dude. He's a beast.
He'll get some PT,
He,
but
I mean, he has a few touchdowns already.
yeah, he has 1 or 2. But he'll be a leader for the team this year. He is the leader for the receivers. Like, he's their top guy. He's the one leading everyone out there. As for playing time, he'll play a ton in the beginning of the season. But as the season goes on, I think they'll
He'll
start
stop
moving
playing,
into
yeah,
the people who are like more like scholarship. He is on scholarship, but like the kids they recruited there, and because it's just tougher, and he's a little bit smaller, and he made some mistakes, but he's still a great player. But I think,
Freak athlete.
however the receivers are acting is the way he's putting it on them, because he's their leader and he's the senior, and he's all the coaches love him. He'll probably go back, and I think he might coach there.
Oh, sweet.
Who knows though?
That'd be crazy. Old Saunders will have the baseball ring, and Big Saunders will have the ring.
CJ's gone to all the bowl games, or a few of them. Like he went to that. What was that? When we played Washington, he went out there.
I don't even remember.
But he's gone to a few bowl games. It's cool. That's like. But then we got all the Dublin kids who try to do that and just quit.
Yeah.
There are a lot of Dublin kids who walked on
And quit.
when they had offers from other places, but whatever.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's our take on Ohio State football. We're gonna win it all easily.
Sweet.
Easily.
I think
Hey, I'm excited. It should be a good game day season. So
Yeah. I'll be
fun.
definitely back for some games.
All right. I think that's our time. Thanks, Matthew. And thanks, Nathan, for coming on.
Appreciate
And
you.
we'll see you
for
next
having us.
Tuesday with more amazing people.
Yes, sir.